This is KXLY TV, News 4, Spokane. The Inland Northwest's most dependable news team. Rick Douglas, Karen Kelly, meteorologist Steve Mum, and Bud Namick with sports. Now, News 4 at 11.
A surprise storm, oil-slicked roads, a deadly combination in Spokane tonight. It is our top story. Good evening.
Investigators are still on the scene of the accident almost 3 hours after it happened. The chain reaction crash was on I-90 at the Altamont exit. 6 vehicles were involved, 2 of them motorcycles. Several people were taken to the hospital. Eyewitnesses said it was definitely the conditions that caused the crash.
Water, too much. People didn't slow down in time. People just had too many places to go, I guess.
And then on the freeway, it's hard to stop everybody in time. They just keep, coming until they see the accident. Without the flashing lights of a police car, they don't stop in time.
It took until 10:30 to get the traffic flowing again. The Stevens County town of Springdale is trying to pick up the pieces tonight from a controversy that threatened to split the town in two. It revolves around charges of a scandal and cover-up involving the school board chairman. 4 board members resigned and 2 emergency appointments have been made. And tonight, John Allison was on hand for the first board meeting since the shakeup.
Do hereby solemnly swear.
Do hereby solemnly swear.
First on the agenda, swearing in the 2 replacements that put this school board back in business. Still in charge, Chairman Helen Abrahamson, the central figure in the whole controversy. These students have claimed Abrahamson was a poor chaperone for an out-of-town student conference, that she knew some of the youngsters attending were drinking alcohol. They further allege this picture taken by a student shows Abrahamson leading a group promise to keep quiet about it. Board Chairman Abrahamson again tonight declined to comment about the situation. School spirit has always been high in Springdale, and next door from tonight's meeting, parents and students crowded the high school gym for a sports awards banquet. Many parents say their confidence in the district's teachers and administrators remains strong.
I'm not worried at all. I'll send my kids back here anytime. The fact is, we've fought to keep them in this district. Our kids actually should have gone to Chihuahua, we find out this year. And we actually tried as hard as we could to get them to come to Springdale because of the size and then also the quality of education.
And one of the board replacements says the district can rebound from the turmoil.
And I don't think that it's injured irreparably or anything, no. I think it can be healed. This happens in a lot of places.
Now, those who want to get rid of this controversy have at least one thing on their side, the calendar. The school year is just about to let out, and students, teachers, and parents may soon find themselves worrying more about what they'll do for summer vacation. In Springdale, John Allison, News 4. Student drinking is a big concern with graduation coming up. Burlington Northern helping to keep graduation night safe. Tonight, the company donated $1,800 to senior all-nighters. Senior all-nighters are non-alcoholic parties for grads after the ceremonies. Once the students go in, they're in for the duration. The money donated tonight will supplement money raised by the students.
In Seattle, a federal jury today acquitted the Jim Beam Brands Company of negligence in a case involving alcohol and newborns. The company doesn't have labels on its bottles warning pregnant women about the dangers of alcohol. And Candace Thorpe claimed that her consumption of Jim Beam whiskey led to fetal alcohol syndrome in her 4-year-old son. But the 6-person jury held unanimously for the distillery. Thorpe's attorney said the decision wasn't a total loss.
We feel that if this case, this litigation, has created an awareness in the public that saves one child, it's all been worth it.
About 1% of U.S. babies born each year have fetal alcohol syndrome. In November, federal law will require alcohol beverage containers to carry warnings about birth defects and drinking.
The high cost of health care and competition for patients took center stage tonight in Pullman. It is the second night of hearings to consider whether to consolidate 2 hospitals. Allison Cartervold with the story.
The idea of consolidating Pullman Memorial and Gritman Memorial hospitals is not new. But the idea came to a head this March when 50 area doctors signed a petition asking the hospitals to combine their operations.
We have approximately 50 active physicians. So that basically represents the entire medical staff.
The doctors say the consolidation is needed to head off the rising expense caused by a duplication of services.
And they're very concerned that at some point, if both hospitals continue in sort of an arms war, that there's going to be a certain diminishing return on what's available as far as local health care.
Now the issue has the attention of hospital administrators. As part of a joint study, both hospitals are holding public hearings to see what residents think.
Economically, I think it is ultimately the only solution for the survival of any type of acute health care system for our area.
Others feel the cost of building a new hospital would be too high and would like to see consolidation on a more limited scale.
In these two communities, the consolidation of administration and services would be the more likely choice of options and the best route to proceed.
Administrators hope to know by August whether or not the hospitals will be willing and able to consolidate. If they decide to consolidate, it would take 7 major steps. First, there must be an expressed desire, followed by a statement of intent. Next would come a long period of negotiation concerning how finances and operating procedures would be handled. Then public notice must be given and approval of government agencies must be obtained. Finally, the 2 existing hospitals would be closed and the new facility would begin operations.
The consolidation process here is still in the first stage, so even if it's decided the 2 hospitals should merge, no immediate changes will be seen. In fact, it will be